Hey guys, we're playing Event the Pit of Pestilence.
Hey, how's it going?
Um, so we thought it'd be fun, given the announcement that Blades is shutting down in June and all it's
Unfortunately.
getting delisted a bunch of places, that we would do an Elder Scrolls Blades uh, little gameplay stream. So this is the Switch version running on a Switch 2. This character I made when the game first came out, played 2 quests on, I think, and then never touched again. Aside from
You've got some
yesterday
good
booting
armor
the
on.
game to make sure that it would work. So I've booted the game and made sure that it functions. To catch people up with what's going on right now with this game, we're gonna go to the town and take a little look around, because I think a lot of people won't know what the Elder Scrolls Blades is.
That's right.
Because it's mobile only, and aside from Switch, which I guess is still kind of mobile, but
It technically counts.
man, I love that this is just like appearing. The amount of pop-ups.
This is what
Oh,
happens. This is
yeah,
what
you got
happens
your
on
arena
mobile games, Ryan.
season reset.
See,
Uh,
stuff like this is the problem with this being an Elder Scrolls game. To be very clear, most of us here are fans of the Elder Scrolls,
I,
and a fair number of us play mobile games and do other things as well. So it's not like we're inherently biased against this game, but Elder Scrolls is a vibes-based series, right? Like it's about being immersed in what you're doing, and me loading into the town and then this popping up in front of me is very confusing, given that I've never done an arena thing and don't know what this is.
Ryan, if you think that's immersion breaking, have you looked at the mission map?
I did very briefly yesterday, but I didn't do anything with it, so we'll get to my thoughts on it in a little bit. Yeah, I have 2 buildings, I think. I have
And they're ready.
a house.
They're ready to construct. You've upgraded your town's level.
How pleasant. And to
Because
be
it
fair,
also
I
has
actually
one of
like
those
this town
city
building
buildings.
aspect. I think this is neat. As like a kind of container for
I
your menus and stuff.
I genuinely think there was a lot of potential here. I
Oh,
think
there absolutely was.
I think the execution could have used a lot of work. Now, granted, I haven't played this. I played this on and off for maybe a year, and then
See
I
what
just kind of gave up
Gaius
because
Pretorius has to say. Also, man, this art style doesn't really lend itself
all I can say
to a
is that
low-powered platform.
all I
That
can say
text resolution, huh?
all I can say is that this was pretty impressive for a iPhone game from what 2018, 2017.
Tell you, while you're doing this, I'm gonna boot up mine, and I'm gonna make a quick little guild, and let's see if you can join
I also
my
want to be
guild.
really clear, because the other hosts here aren't getting audio from the stream. They have a visual, but they don't have the audio. There is no speech.
There's
This
speech.
man, there's no like voice over this. It's just
There
complete
are
silence.
occasionally voice lines.
But this is silent.
The Empire has
Oh,
posted a bounty for
there's a
each
voice line.
goblin kill.
So most of it was silent, except for the bounty thing, because he's probably going to say it a bunch of times. Oh yeah, the return's not voiced. All right, which again doesn't bother me for a mobile game, because I like generally would be playing that without hearing it for whatever reason, right? Like
Yeah.
using a phone, even if I'm using my Switch 2, it's quite often I'll just be not playing with the audio or playing with it just on a couch or something.
Ryan, you walked right by the Elder Julius.
Look, there's a lot of people here that all seem like they have things for me. But I do want to open the store. Because this is the end of life thing here. So you might notice there's a lot of gems up there. That's because they just put out 50,000 gems for everybody and made everything
And
cost
they
1 gem.
decreased. Yeah.
So
And
you can get a lot of stuff. Granted,
It's
the
kind
store
of- That's
seems
something.
quite
That's
small,
kind of nice.
which
I
like
guess.
is fine. But there's a single item here.
it's a chest and gems sigil shop. In the sigil shop, let's see if you can unlock any of the artifacts to use. Actually, give yourself.
I
a
don't
little
think I
power
can use the
boost.
sigil shop yet. I don't think I'm high enough level for the sigil shop.
You just level
Yeah.
10. Oh my god.
I'm not
Oh,
even level
no.
10. I do
Oh
have a silver chest though.
no.
But I genuinely feel like if this was a game that was like 99 cents or like $1.99 or something, and the wait times were cut in half, let's say even they released the game as is, and then if you wanted to speed up a lot of this stuff, you pay 99 cents, and then the progression is a lot quicker. I feel like there would have just been there's so much potential here. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, sweet roll
Because
stand.
we are all three of us, we are all fans of Infinity Blade. And I don't know about you guys. This definitely
Yes.
scratched an Infinity Blade itch. Not as good as Infinity Blade, to be absolutely clear. Not as good as that. But there was an itch that has not been scratched in a while.
There,
And
we'll
now
put a
this
little-
too will be lost to the
Skull
annals
style.
of history.
Yeah.
And to be clear, like,
I'm
this looks choppy because it is running choppily on the Switch too. I don't think that's because it's like having performance problems. I think it's just like they locked it to a low frame rate to function at all.
I remember
is
it
my
running
best
perfectly
guess.
fine. I remember it running perfectly fine on my phone.
Yeah, like I don't think it's gonna run poorly generally on mobile stuff. Like, granted, you can run lots of really cool stuff on mobile now. Like Genshin even looks quite good.
You can
ZZZ
run
and all those games.
You can run Resident Evil Village on an iPhone now.
But like this,
this
bothers
that's messed
me.
up.
I can't just leave. I just want to open the mission menu when I do that, rather than me having to open a menu button to go on
We're
a
not
thing. What do we get? We get new stuff. Worse. So yeah, all the potions.
So I have managed to finally today, also when I was going through my, my 1 penny loot boxes now, get one of the artifacts that I had been hoping for forever to get, and I have vastly out-leveled it, unfortunately. But that was, you can get a bunch of like fun Elder Scrolls staples, weapons, and armor in this thing. They're bringing them back, and for also items that may have not have had an up-to-date visual aesthetic.
Yeah.
I got the Lord's Mail finally in Elder Scrolls Blades.
Nice.
Let's see, what else do I have on my
What a
character?
sentence.
I at level 50. Finally, I was able to use Chill Rend. I'd had that for a few levels, but I was finally able to use it at level 50.
Okay.
Because some artifacts are locked off until you reach a certain level. I guess much like...
See, I'm not like inherently against locking you off from using things you picked up, because I think like Morrowind does that quite a bit with things like Sunder and Keening, where it's like important and there are reasons for it. But it's generally more fun if it's not level, but some actual stat requirement or something. How do I even quest map? Is that how I play the game?
The Bloodthirst Blade. I don't know what game that originally showed up on, but Elder Scrolls Blades was my first exposure to the Bloodthirst Blade. I think that's an Oblivion DLC weapon.
What a quest map! Oh, it keeps going. It's
so
funky.
The Onyx Cleaver. That's another really fun.
Is it not a cursor? You have to like go from quest to quest.
See, I imagine on a phone it's tapping and like scrolling with like you would any normal thing, but on the Switch I have to like I can't just move it. Oh wait, no, I can move it with the right stick. Okay.
Okay, that's terrible. Why would they do that?
This is very wacky.
And also, Ryan, Wyatt too. Does this geography look like any discernible area in Tamriel?
It's supposed to be.
Can you zoom out at all?
If I could, I have. Oh, there we go. It's supposed to be like High Rock or something. What is this? Is the town that you're in
the world there? Is it? No, it's not.
No, this is as zoomed out as I can be. See, this is just a tile texture because I see 3 of the same sets of rivers.
Oh no!
Or roads running.
Oh no!
I imagine this water map. If I was more
I'm
familiar with the
burning to
map, I could identify this. The problem is
you don't
I
have
always
to be because
look
it does
for...
not match any geographical area in Tamriel.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, map doesn't look great. Not terrible, but it doesn't look great.
I will say I'm not gonna give the visuals too hard of a knock. Just because,
this was a mobile game.
It was a mobile game from nearing 10 years ago. It
Oh.
looked pretty good for the time.
Good old Heinrich Seven Swords.
I only see one sword.
Slaughtering the blades in the street. When does this game take place? What era is this?
It takes place right after, I think, right after the right after the Almere Dominion attempts to take over the God, what is it? Not the Battle of Red Quarter, the Battle of the Red Square. I was just given like a timeline of events at the very end of the last available quest.
That's really funny.
It
That's
mentioned
really funny.
It mentioned the It was like that famous, I forget the name of it, but it was the famous bloodbath in the Imperial City. That
yeah, like compared to Elder Scrolls games, mainline games, what general era is that? Like, is this a prequel or a sequel or somewhere in the middle?
Oh, this is right after the ending of the Third Era.
I'm pleased my teaching.
Again, which game?
Alex.
which
English.
I thought that would make right. I thought that would make sense. This is right after the this is right after Oblivion.
Okay, that's what I thought, because I wanted to make sure that what I'm about to say is grounded in that and not new. I feel like it cheapens Oblivion a little bit to come in and go, oh, they slaughtered the blades in the street. The blades are like elite warriors that are
now
master fighters in most of Oblivion and spy
I'm assuming you
masters
don't
and
care too much about spoilers for Elder Scrolls Blades, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say right now, we're probably gonna spoil Elder Scrolls Blades. I don't think anyone's gonna particularly be mad about that. Whether or not I might keep playing this until it shuts down, just to like have played it.
Yeah.
But I don't particularly.
It's an experience.
Care about it.
So you say you feel like it's cheapening, you know, the blades in Oblivion. You also fight dragons in this game.
Okay, all right. See, this game lives in a weird space where, like, I think the idea of a mobile dungeon crawling Elder Scrolls game is good. I think fundamentally that's a pretty fun idea, especially if you make it available on other things, right? Like, design it to be playable on your phone or whatever, but oh man, I love that it's telling me I can get this limited time decoration that I already got.
But you can get it again, Ryan.
Sure, let's get another one.
I've bought it 3 times now, and it won't stop recommending it to me.
Let's get another one, because I have 50,000
You know what I will say?
Ooh, you should open up a legendary chest. Let's see what you get.
Yeah, let's roll some dice here and see what happens. This feels unearned to me.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Ryan. Game's going away in a month. It doesn't matter.
I know. But this inherent 400
Look at all those enchantments
leather.
you got them.
Oh man, look at all these potions. So I imagine this just lets you skip basically any actual playing of the game. Buying all these things. Do we need a blacksmith? No, we have a blacksmith.
There is a gear degradation system in this, so you will need to be repairing your gear in between missions.
Yeah,
You know what I always thought
have
was
a blacksmith.
Break mid mission, which has happened to me many times.
Look at this guy.
You know what I always thought was kind of slick with this game? When you're running around, I don't know if the menus supported it or not, but if you're playing on your phone, you can actually play this game in portrait, which...
Yes,
I like that.
Here's the thing. Is that the preferred way to play this game? No, obviously not.
But is that realistically how I'll probably play it if I'm on a train? Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Like if you're on, you're on the bus heading back home from work, you got one hand on the, the bar or whatever, and you're just kind of swiping away. It was kind of nice. They had a lot of good ideas, and it sucks that it is this online thing, because they could have just said, hey, we're not supporting blades anymore, but it could have been this offline thing.
I do wonder
you can just get rid of the arena bit. You can just get rid of the PvP bit, and the rest of it, like, you have a framework of repeating events, because I've seen the same events over and over and over again. There's not been a lot of new content that way. It's the same. It's one per element.
It begs the
damage.
question: how much of this game is server based? It's hard to say because it does require an internet connection at all times.
Yeah.
But it's just such a shame, like an offline, more casual dungeon crawler game
thing.
with like a very light town building thing attached to it in a completely offline setting has so much potential for
Do
a
super
mobile
well.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we wouldn't have to be in the situation where this
This
entire
main
game will
quest.
never be available again
Goblin Scourge.
if it wasn't online. It's so frustrating.
But like,
Because, like, here's the
the
thing, look at
dungeons
that!
actually, like, this looks fine.
Yeah!
Like this
It's got
looks
atmosphere
good
to it.
compared to everything else.
A bit on the generic side, but it's got atmosphere to it.
Oh,
And
you
the
got a
low
carrot
frame rate
in case you lose health.
isn't great. But that's kind of this is the Switch 1 version running on the Switch 2. So it's limited by whatever the Switch 1 limits were.
You're telling me this
I don't
game didn't get a
remember-
Switch 2 upgrade?
It did not get a Switch 2 upgrade.
Can't imagine.
Oh yeah,
why.
well, let's take a look at your skill trees. What kind of character have you built so far?
I think I'm just a Breton. I think that's what's going on. Got abilities. But I need things. I'm also always a little bit perturbed by this type of skill tree in an Elder Scrolls game.
Wait, how do you select your abilities to use when you're in a fight?
Let's see. What just happened?
Oh,
I
you
leveled
leveled
up
up?
for doing nothing, seemingly. Okay. Sure. Oh, there's no button.
Choose one.
I just gotta level up. Okay. Oh boy, 30
Wow,
gems to add to my
30
50,000.
gems. Oh yeah, it was also pretty generous with its quote-unquote premium currency.
Yeah, I have noticed a bunch of stuff giving it to you pretty liberally.
I also like that a lot of the loot that you find is like contextual in the actual level. It's not just like giant glowing chest. It's like no,
Yeah,
it's food that you
yeah.
find on a table. Like it just adds to the atmosphere.
I love
Yeah, I
me
do
some
wonder,
barrel cheese.
like, because
Oh, here
phones
we
are
go, the
getting
first
so.
fight.
Oh, yeah, I do. Left on the D-pad is my ability.
Okay.
Plus, I feel like one thing you lose out on when you're playing this on Switch, I'm sure it works fine on Switch, but I kind of like that the combat you could either do swipe-based or tap-based, and it's like
I believe you
entirely up to you.
can still do the swipe-based combat if you are playing it on the touchscreen. I think you can still do that. Obviously, I'm
gonna
playing
attempt it,
it
'cause
to
I've been-
record this.
I've been-
I am not doing it like that.
I've been doing the
Yeah.
tap and hold to get a crit. I'm gonna go try to swipe at some enemies right now.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Is like I like the swipe combat better for mobile stuff generally. But
Plus,
I don't
again,
have, like, a
it has
strong
that.
preference, So
It
Jobs.
kind of itches. It kind of scratches that Infinity Blade itch a little bit. That I like.
little bit.
So
down
again, I'm not
at
saying this is as
Dragonwood
good,
Arena.
but it could have been.
Yeah, this is all. I think this is going to be really fascinating. The video essays about this game will be great. I think.
Well, here's my question: how many years will it take until someone is like underrated masterpiece?
I
Elder
think it'll happen
Scrolls
before it
Blades?
leaves. I think it's going to be in June, right? Like this is going to be like this. People are doing videos about this game because it's leaving, and so now is the time to do anything you wanted to do with Blades. And like a big reason that I'm playing this is I know Alex had intended if I had lost to the league last year, the fantasy league, for this to likely be one of the punishments.
Yeah.
So it was like I want to make sure that even though Alex did not win, he was in second place and close by, that there's some honoring of the system. Also this I hate.
Yeah,
You don't
no,
like
that's
this
terrible.
I
glowing
don't
chest?
like.
That's terrible.
What's wrong with the chest, Ryan?
Thankfully, it's not all like that, but you know, Plus,
Although what I
Well, they
really
have
hate
also
more
changed it
is
so now that
this
you
whole thing.
automatically open up the chests
That it,
now
like-
instead of them going to your inventory.
Yeah, you get the
it
inventory just thing. But
completely, it completely pulls you out.
I
of
don't like having a menu
The,
open for it. I understand why, but it again just makes it not feel like Elder Scrolls.
I do feel like the time that this game came out was a really interesting like piece of video game history, because this was released during the time where I think Bethesda's overall perception started to change a lot. Like they were like, no matter how you feel about them now, there was a span of time during, especially like Morrowind, Oblivion, like they always had
Oh,
their
and this is one of the other great things to
oddities.
mention. So this game has motion controls on the
Oh.
Switch,
Oh my.
which is
Right, you have
great.
to
I do like that.
That's fun. But it's interesting because with this, and I think it was announced at the same time that like Fallout 76 was. This was like the beginning of when their public perception started to change, because they were just known as the guys that made RPGs that people liked a lot. And
Well,
now,
it is interesting to me because, like, I think Bethesda's done a few mobile games, right? Like, they have this, they have Fallout Shelter, and then Elder Scrolls Castles or something.
They were
Elder
gonna have
Scrolls
a Commander
Legends
Keen.
too, the card game that has also gone offline recently.
They were also going to do a Commander Keen mobile game, but it was there was so much backlash to its announcement that it just.
But yeah, the successful
Oh,
one, to my
wow.
understanding, has been Fallout Shelter. Like, Fallout Shelter has been doing
Yeah.
very well for quite a number of years. But I think is that just, like, it makes sense. Like, making a vault and doing all that lends itself to that mobile management game.
And the art
very
style
well.
being the Vault Boy art style was
Yeah.
a stroke of genius. I don't know whose idea that was, but it was great.
Yeah, it just works a little bit better than I think Elder Scrolls does to translate to a mobile platform. I do wonder that, like, I think there'd be potential for things like, I would almost say Final Fantasy's approach to mobile games and mobile platforms, like DS games and stuff, was to do like tactics or similar combat-oriented things rather than going in the management direction. I think that probably would have worked better for Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls is really about like exploration and dungeon crawling. And it feels like
I do
those two
appreciate-
would work.
I do appreciate that they kept it first person rather than what you see a lot of like. There's a lot.
Oh, I think
of
it would be
these-
impossible to tell if you're going to get hit in third person on.
Well, I was
Yeah, I don't
thinking
know how
more
the
like
combat systems
a
work.
Diablo style like isometric type deal.
Oh, yeah,
There's
I
a
get
lot
that.
of there's a lot of those on mobile where it's like
Yeah, it'd end up
Ryan
feeling
and I
very
played, like-
generic. We played Dungeon Hunter.
yeah.
and
We
there-
played
we found out
Dungeon
there were
Hunter
6
together.
of them.
Oh,
There's
I
like
remember
beef
that.
with
Oh
Dungeon
my
Hunter 2,
god.
because Dungeon Hunter 6 is not the same dev team as the
Oh.
previous games, and is like an Asian
Oh.
company running it, compared to, I think, Gameloft had been running Dungeon Hunter
makes-
originally.
That makes so much sense, Ryan. Like I can't actually express.
Because
how
we
much
played that
sense
game and it
makes.
was just bonkers. Like, there was a
Yeah.
bonkers series of things that happened.
There was a button that played the game for you.
Yeah,
You
all
think
the
I'm kidding?
buttons.
Oh,
There's
so
an
it was like one of
autoplay
those
button.
first what was that? There was like a series of games that were meant. Oh, AFK Arena, was that it? Was that the
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, I get idle games. Like, I get idle stuff like the AFK game. I tried that game, or I tried one of them. Like, there's like an
I've
AFK.
heard-
That's
I've
RPG
that's
heard
one of the
weirdly
few that I
good things
didn't
about-
try, AFK
I've-
Arena or AFK Journey.
I've heard good things about AFK Journey. I've heard pretty good things about.
Yeah, I tried Journey. It was fine. But it just reconfirmed to me that I just don't tend to play mobile games on my phone.
Yeah.
Like, because I have a Retroid device. Although now actually I replaced that with my AY and Thor and gave my Retroid to my dad. But that thing, if I'm in a position to be playing a game when I'm out and about, it's gonna be my Thor or my Analog Pocket and not my phone.
That man
to
has
this
very
game's
yellow eyes.
Welcome to this game's version of
Sheogorath,
Sheogorath. Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely the vibe.
With the same voice actor.
Yeah, this definitely is just Sheogorath. I wonder if you can. I'm sure the words in Theodore Gorlash could make Sheogorath.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, because everything is there.
So, I didn't play enough. They give you different like dialogue choices. I'm assuming that doesn't really change much, right?
That has happened a lot where there's some where it's just, like ticking the boxes of like asking them every question. There are some times in the game where
Okay,
I
sure.
think it tries to give you the illusion of choice, but then immediately snatches it away from you.
Man,
Yeah, I mean,
Where it's like, ooh, depending on what you do here, the story could branch. No, he was gonna attack you, and you'd be forced to kill him either
I
way.
love that he was like, "Let me take you to the abyss," and it's just the same dungeon I was
Yeah,
in a minute
yeah.
ago.
There's
Except
probably
this
like 2 or
dungeon
3
is endless.
locations.
So you
There's
get to
probably,
see
like-
it over and over again.
Boy,
That's not true. The environment changes every few levels.
Yeah, this is one of those games where like it's not the worst thing, but what your brain is constantly doing is filling in the blanks of what it could have been. You know?
yeah, and it's also like I'm wanting to do the things that I do in other Elder Scrolls games, like scour nooks and crannies and like run around and see what's in every inch of the dungeon, but it seems like that generally isn't worth doing.
There are I remember there was one like location when you're exploring where like there is a hidden door. Like it's not that hidden.
There
if you're
are a
paying
bunch of
attention.
tile sets with hidden bits, and there's like switches that are somewhat glowy, but
But like you want to
can't
go in
miss them if
those
you're going through.
you want to go in those jail cells, you know?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I want
but
to be
you're not
lockpicking jail cells to find $5 on the ground and the skeleton's bone meal.
Yeah. I will say I feel like the combat overall, it's simple, but for a mobile game, I think it actually works pretty well.
I will absolutely say this about the combat. It has feedback that is much better than Skyrim.
I don't
it's not
know that I
terrible.
agree.
You say that, look, people oh my god, I can't speak. People do things when you hit them instead of just standing there.
Yeah, that's true. But what they actually can do in combat is far more limited. Like they stand there and they hit me in a direction, and I have one block button.
No, I said combat feedback feels so much better. The AI is
Isn't there like
what
a
it is.
parry thing, or if you swipe in a certain direction? Maybe I'm just
I
thinking.
don't think it has directional things. I don't know if it has directional things like that. There's timed blocks with.
Yeah, it seems like the time
There's that.
block is a
There's
thing.
holding it until you get the circle in the correct shape for a critical.
Yeah, largely seems like time your block so you can stun whatever you're hitting.
I don't know. I do hope someone out there kind of sees the potential that this has and just makes like a 99-cent, or even
Absolutely.
do like make it free, but then if you want to get rid of ads or whatever, pay 99 cents. I've never had a problem with mobile games that do that, where it's like, hey, it's a full game, but you can download it for free and there's wait times or ads or something, and then you just pay 99 cents and get rid of it. Like I've never had a problem with that.
Yeah, I'm even fine with like mobile games that are just, hey, it's $5 or whatever.
That's
What a
gonna be
good-
an interesting fight.
Good place to fight them in.
I think I've mentioned this before, but one of the coolest implementations of like a free-to-play thing I've ever seen, it was a strategy game where you command a bunch of barbarians. It was kind of neat, actually. I never really played anything like it. And the idea is it's free, you can download it and play it, and there's ads, right? And the way it works is that you are shown an ad if you don't get 3 stars on a mission. But if you get 3 stars on missions, then you don't get ads. There's also an option to just pay for the game and you don't get ads.
This specific type of combat. That's right. There are smaller enemies that you can't hit until they go up and try to lunge at you.
Yeah, you gotta counter them.
Which, not a bad idea.
It's fine.
It adds
Yeah, I don't hate it.
variety.
I mean, for like what I would imagine as a mobile combat system for an Elder Scrolls, this is fine.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty I was pretty okay with it.
I again think it's more like if I'm playing a mobile game, it's a really, really quick amount of time that I have generally. And with Elder Scrolls, I want to sit down and just play it for a while.
Yeah.
Boy, what a
It's not
doorway.
something you're able to get lost in a mobile environment. But
Yeah, it doesn't feel like this will lead to... And it's also just hard to get immersed because there's there's like coins flying around the scene and like all these other things going on.
There's the trail that shows you where to go, which you can turn off. I actually enjoyed it much more when that little like breadcrumb trail thing wasn't there.
I felt like I needed it at some points because the environment felt so samey.
Yeah, it's because they're just random Gentile sets. It feels kind of Warframey in that regard, where it's like, I need the indicator because this is not a designed thing. It's a smorgasbord. Although granted, there's really only one direction to go right now. Maybe they'll get more complicated later. Although I feel like I would have the problem of, like, if I got turned around in this room, being like, which way did I come from?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, it
There's
feels
just,
bad.
like,
It
an
seems like there's
infinite-
not, like, a stealth attack thing.
Yeah, there
Do
there
I-
isn't, and you can't go full like double-handed mage. You have
There's
to,
not
like,
even,
the
like,
most magical you
archer.
can be is a spell sword.
Man, I could also see this combat system and this general framework working as like a roguelike. Like a very simple roguelike. That'd be kind of interesting.
It's odd.
I do
Yeah, 'cause
enjoy the ragdolling still.
I really do wonder how much of the problem with this game is just, like, how dated it looks. Because it seems like it's using, like, the lowest gen models from Skyrim for most things, basically.
I genuinely think it being on a Switch does not do it any favors because it, I think, ran better on a phone, and because it's on a smaller screen, everything just looks a lot more impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it was
blown
able
up
to
more.
hide some more of the blemishes.
Plus, I mean, even in the Switch version, I will say the lighting's not bad. There's certainly like atmosphere to it.
Boy,
Fuck is a bear doing in an alien ruin?
How did he get down here? I don't know. They probably didn't think about it.
I blame Theodore Gorlash.
That rock. What a good rock. Oh, it's just bears. It's just an alien
It's
ruin
just
of bears.
in this floor.
See, I feel like
You're in a-
the problem with this is I feel like if I was playing an actual Elder Scrolls game, there'd be like some cool lore about why there were just bears down here that I could find, like some notes of a mad scientist or something who cloned a bunch of bears and left them down here. Like, there's potential in bunch of bears in Alien Ruin. But I don't think Blades has an interest in that being part of it, if that makes sense.
Ryan, they don't have an actual part of the Tamriel map in their overworld.
I know.
What makes you
I
think
know.
that?
Well, it's why I think that's what gets me about this game is, like Wyatt is saying, there's just a lot of potential, but it seems like there wasn't enough effort put in to nail any of that.
Yeah,
It was
which
too
is why I
concerned
get
with
by
the-
playing it, thinking of it as a generic fantasy game, because there's almost nothing in here aside from some of the design language that reminds
Because
me
yeah,
of Elder
say what you want about ESO and like ESO being in a very weird position in Elder Scrolls lore and all that, but I think ESO has a lot of fun stuff. Like if ESO did an alien ruin of bears, there'd be lore. There'd be a wacky little character explaining what's going on. Gotta do it.
And I
immediately.
do think a game with a structure like this, it does have that uphill battle of it has to be an Elder
It's also I
Scrolls
want to
game
break
with
the
no
pots. I want to
exploration.
break the pots so bad, but you can't do anything if you're not in the
But no, I
low
think-
combat mode.
I think just the nature of it being an Elder Scrolls game kind of holds back the structure of it because it's so against what an Elder Scrolls game is. You're on this set path and you're just kind of fighting enemies. There's no exploration. There's no getting lost.
Yeah.
Like you said, there's no like cool
Oh,
lore
there's getting
for
lost.
the area that you're in.
It's just not the fun kind.
Not the fun kind. There's no like cool lore to explain the environment that you're in or anything.
Dude, this is also the mobile game thing I hate. I hate that it forces me to use the revive scroll. Like, I don't want to use the revive scroll. I understand what happened and that I died fighting a spider. I don't think I'm going to get much far past here because things are just doing enough damage to me to kill me. So,
It's
why
also
make me
evil
use
that it's
the...
like
yeah,
It's
here's a
also
free
evil
thing.
that
We're
it's
gonna make
showing
use
you-
it immediately.
yeah. Well, it's evil of like, hey, here's what your next reward is. You don't want to miss out on that reward, do you?
I don't... But I don't
Spicy
think I
iron
care
mace.
about an iron mace. It's like, what is my sword right now? It seems fine.
Oh my god, you don't even have any gloves equipped.
Called the Watcher's Blade. That seems cool. I have an iron mace right here. Why do I need another one?
Iron Mace of Agility, even, too. One that's been enchanted.
It's also odd. It's like, I love action RPG mechanics, and I love affixes. I like things like exemplary iron armor of minor health being a thing.
The
I don't
longer
think
the
it fits
tighter
Elder
the
Scrolls
cooler it is.
as a like drop system. I tend to prefer like most normal Elder Scrolls games will have gear that is like named as a specific name that has specific stuff.
Yeah.
Or it'll have your own methods of enchanting it, which will give it like extra bonuses, but it doesn't like rename it. Like an enchanted iron sword is just an enchanted iron sword enchanted with whatever you want, and not this blank iron sword of this thing. It's a very specific complaint, but I do think it matters.
Yeah. You know what is helping with the atmosphere? The little like dust particles in the air. Look.
Yeah.
I will say.
Yeah, it's not awful. I actually don't know if I have Skyrim loaded up. It would be fun to switch back and see like what Skyrim looks like
my
on
God.
Switch 2 compared to this.
Well, which version? Because now there's like 3 versions on the Switch.
Oh,
I think
God.
it's all the same version.
Because there's the Switch 1 version, and then they also have like the Anniversary Edition or whatever it is.
See, and this is the thing with doing that revive scroll thing. It means I'm now like burning through my potion stores to keep going. So it's having me use resources that I probably wouldn't have used because it revived me, which I might then need to get more by opening chests, which
Oh, but you're so
presumably
close to getting a golden chest, Ryan. Don't you want that
is more
spicy
expenditure.
reward?
Yeah. Is this just like
Like, you're
infinite
so close.
floors, or
Yeah, this is
there's
the
an-
abyss is the infinite dungeon.
Yeah, go until you
Oh, okay.
die, which is fine. I think it's generally a fun type of mode in these sorts of games.
No, that's fine.
I don't like that the giant skeevers are doing more damage to me than the goblins were in the last room. Because I moved one floor down. That's odd.
Oh, so close. Just one or two
Yeah,
more.
we're already
rats
seeing the
and then
same
you
like
can get
repeated
that
tunnels as well.
Yeah.
Which is-
Yeah.
I've absorbed the hit. So I have magic.
Yeah, it's interesting how some of the spells work, because also there's not really the ability to evade in this game. You have to block it
Yeah.
or you're going to suffer the hit. You have to
Which
block it.
that
or
to
you
me
have
is
have
like
magic
the
that'll
sauce
absorb
that
it
it's
for you.
missing from Infinity Blade is having the like multiple
The
methods of
directional evade,
defense.
yeah.
Where it's like you can evade, you can block, or you can parry.
Well, also, Infinity Blade had
need
this
that.
cool. It had great presentation, and not just like, oh, the graphics are nice, but like just the way that the combat screen was laid out, just the way that it introduced environments looked really nice.
Yeah. I also just wish it defaulted me to town, although I do get why it wouldn't for the sake of playing this on mobile. You'd probably want this to be a menu and not bringing you back into this little town every time, but when you're playing it on a console, it definitely feels like it would be. Henrik, you made it.
Also, like they brought back for this game different types of armor, like a heavy versus light variants of armor. Because before this we only ever saw heavy dwarven armor, but they have dwarven mail now instead of dwarven plate. There's different there's different weights of Daedric too.
Yeah. One of the cooler things.
Dude, this guy's eyes are insane.
You look different today.
Oh, okay, he lets you redo.
Do you have a question for me?
Yeah, I forgot. I can't back out of a conversation by hitting the B button. This game, because it assumes any face button you press is I want that dialogue option.
Oh, what? So how do you
Yeah.
back
So
out? What's
strange.
the
You move it to the option that is leave the conversation.
Mm.
It's just like a slight step more confusing than it should be.
My husband and I.
Your eyebrows are a little unfortunate.
Her whole
The
face
way
is a
they
little
work.
unfortunate.
Can I help you with
Her whole
anything?
face is a bit unfortunate.
And even look at the JPEG mountains. That's
Which I'm sure, again, on a phone probably
nondescript
was
JPEG
fine.
mountains. Yeah, which is it is fair to say that we're playing the literal worst version of this game. Like, not designed for this console. The Switch one was underpowered even compared to most phones of the time.
Oh.
So probably the mobile version was better in a lot of ways.
Yeah, genuinely, I wonder how much this being on Switch actually hurt the game.
I think I have
in the long run.
chests.
You know what I mean?
No, but
Yeah,
I do
you got the
wonder, like,
golden
if this
chest
had,
open up.
if they made a proper console port of this, would it have done better?
Ooh, purple.
Or even have it on PC where you have the swipe controls with the mouse. I wonder.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential options for, I think, how this could have gone better. Let's might as well just open another.
Let's open up
legendary
another
chest.
legendary.
Yeah, we got 50,000 coins.
Pop open that loot box. What do we got? Come on, do we get an artifact? Nah, but
Exquisite.
9 garnets. Seems 174 leather. Lots of lumber. Oh, it does give you gold. Okay, so that's how you can. End up with
tons
a lot
of
gold.
topaz.
And so
You know what
with that
this
gold, can we
did-
put anything here?
You know, this did make me want to go out and play because this came out at a time where I was still playing a fair amount of mobile games, right? Legend of Grimrock is great.
Yes.
People is great and it has a great mobile port. And for people who are kind of let down by this, I think you would get a lot out of it. It's very like
The Grimrock games are cool.
classic. The Grimrock games, Alex,
Legend
are
of
like
Grimrock.
original Elder Scrolls Arena. Like they're very classic, like
Huh.
dungeon crawler type.
Old school,
stuff.
yeah, old school dungeon crawler is
Yeah.
the way to put it.
And you said that's mobile,
Yeah.
right? That's not. it's
Well,
PC.
it started off on PC.
Yeah, it was a
and then
PC
I think
franchise
They got
first.
a mobile port later on, and it's a great mobile port. And I think for people, it doesn't have the same kind of like swipe combat that this does. But
make
I
some
think for
houses
anyone
get
who
built.
wants, I think for anyone who wants a kind of like dungeon crawler experience on mobile, it's a great way to go. You don't have to pay for it.
Oh, it is interesting. So the gym timers
that
for
looks really
timers
nice.
weren't reduced, but
Mm,
still 50,000. So it's really
Interesting.
not that big of a deal.
yeah.
Repair the wall. No, need more of something.
Oh, and it's one of those It's one of those dungeon crawler RPGs where you have the whole party, and
Yeah.
ooh, I should try this out.
Yeah, it's a good mobile port.
Yeah, I
It's-
played a
I'm
lot
sure
of,
it's like
of the original Grimrock on PC when it first came out.
I'm sure it's a lot smoother on PC, but on mobile, it's really not.
It's also on mobile, so you can probably find this, Alex, if you're looking at mobile games. The series called The Quest. It is just called The Quest. It is one of the oldest like mobile dungeon crawler things. It is basically full
let's see.
open world,
Quest.
like old school adventure RPG where you play like a single character like you would in Elder Scrolls game and run around and do quests and stuff as you'd guess from the name The Quest. But they're actually quite good. And they have like 30 expansions because they've been going forever and just keep adding on.
Yeah, let's see the Quest. $7.99 on the App Store. Also included in the Quest Deluxe Edition. Let's see.
They've got a bunch of like
Beautifully
versions that have
Beautifully
various.
hand-drawn open-world role-playing game with old-school grid-based and turn-based
Still no
combat.
gloves.
Also, not quite in the same league, but there's also a lot of really good mobile. It's like kind of reading like a choose your own adventure game, but it has more like there's like loot and some like RPG mechanics, but it's got this kind of like choose your own adventure style. It's like a interactive like text-based thing. It's the sorcery games are great.
Yes,
I
Sorcery
was gonna
is
say the
great.
vibes I'm getting from this are more accessible Heroes of Might and Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Same entry room as most of these. All right.
But I think if you had
granted,
a game,
that's a problem with the same. Elder Scrolls does that already, so it's fitting with normal games.
But I think if you had a game that's closer to like a Grimrock, but then you have this kind of combat, there's something there. You know what I mean? There's something there.
Well, they just need to. It needs to be more tonally consistent because it's weird that the normal game is like dark like this and first person-y, but then I have gems popping up and glowing gold coins all over the screen.
And don't forget the luminescent chest.
Yeah,
with
the
light
chest
spilling out of it.
seeping fog. that opens up its own menu. There's a time for the chest to open up its own menu, and that's when I'm playing Overwatch. And that's the only time. If I'm playing Elder Scrolls, unless it's just the menu, show me what's inside. All the extra fanfare just feels unearned and weird.
To make you feel really good about discovering something that's bright and shiny and in the middle of the room.
You know, like a pearl and 3 wolf pelts.
Hey, those wolf pelts might be important.
You
never know.
The chicken, Ryan.
You never just eaten some dungeon chicken?
That's the best kind
But
of chicken.
I hear people like dungeon meshy, so... Maybe Blades is just the new dungeon meshy.
The new dungeon meshy. Oh.
That was quite the
Yeah,
sentence.
because dungeon meshy is super old, so...
How old is
Well, that's
dungeon
one
meshy?
Not very old. It's, I think, like 2 or 3 years. The little sounds they make are great, though. The goblins still have their Oblivion gurgles. But yeah, I think there's ways that this game could have stuck around. I am kind of surprised they didn't do an offline version, like what I was mentioning.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, I'm bummed
definitely
about that.
feels like most of this would have been okay.
It
Like,
does
even
make
if the
you
game
wonder
itself
how
is
much
kind
of
of
it is
seen as a little
server-based.
mediocre, it would still be worthwhile, I think, to have it be preserved in like a pay $2 and you get Elder Scrolls Blades complete whatever
That's
edition.
that's the thing about mobile games is that you can with gameplay stuff you can forgive a lot because you're only supposed to be playing it in like 2 to 5 minute spurts at a time. So you can forgive a lot because you're not sitting down for like an hour long or 2 hour long like gaming session, unless that's your only outlet for playing games, which is fair, and I'm sure there's plenty of people in that scenario.
Yeah,
But
we've
they're
also
not
got like
typically
better
designed.
design games for that than this. Like,
Yeah.
Grimrock
And again,
is a
if you
good
want to sit
example.
down,
Yeah.
no, exactly. If you want to sit down for a longer session, you have Grimrock. If you want to play something on the train, this, it's not bad.
There's a handful. I remember playing most of the mobile games that I've actually played properly are games that were designed for mobile. Like, I think Florence is one of them, where you have the like
Florence is great.
art panels that move and are designed for a phone. There's a number of games that are based around like texting in real time, and you have like
I always loved.
Oh, I've seen some of those before. Yeah.
yeah, there's one where you're like communicating with home base and you're stranded on Mars or something, and you have to
Oh.
basically
I remember
work back
those.
and forth and do stuff like that, and you get like messages as the day goes on, kind of Animal Crossing style, and those are really cool.
Yeah.
I
I
think
mean,
those are very
Monument
fun.
Valley is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, but
All
games
those
like
games
Monument
are
Valley,
great.
puzzle games tend to work really well.
I don't know if anyone's heard of Device 8 before, but it was another one of those like it's kind of like reading a novel, but it becomes a puzzle in and of itself because the text will start shifting depending on what's happening in the book.
Oh,
And
I have.
And sometimes they're like,
Oh.
to open a key to a door, you have to flip back a couple pages and look for the word key, even if it's like the context is
Yeah,
completely
yeah.
different. And then it unlocks the door in the next couple pages. Like cool stuff like that. And it works really well on mobile because of the presentation.
What's a good skill point usage?
So when I finally got to level 50, it gave me 10 skill points to use because your ultimates, like your capstones at the top of your tree, cost 10.
Oh yeah. Abilities menu here.
I'm a big fan of piercing strikes myself, but when you get there.
Sure, we'll unlock a dodge. It seems fun to have access to. But the problem is, okay, so top left, I have 2 notifications. One of them I understand is the quests, right? So this quest map stuff. The other is the skills menu icon. But if I go to the skills menu, I have nothing to do. So what's the notification?
There might be, that's weird. As I've also noticed, something going wrong with the UI, where it has Elder Julius, whatever his name is. He is constantly glowing and like now pinging because I've apparently ignored him for so long. But I've completed everything in the game, and he has nothing but generic dialogue for me left.
How fun. Wait, did I finish the Goblin Quest? Okay. Yeah, goblins are dealt with.
Oh man, that moves you up far.
You know what's really annoying about this map screen? If I'm in a map screen, I want the map to take up the entire screen, but you have these borders at the top and bottom. It's like a letterboxed or pillar boxed or something.
Granted, I imagine that is for a portrait mode mobile UI compared to how this is currently being played. And see, it is just weird because like this framing with the light and the sun shaft coming down looks good. Like that's a good intro to the space. Like this honestly feels a lot like that one area in Elden Ring, like the underground. Maybe it's Dark Souls 3, one of the two, where you have a bunch of invisible bridges you have to jump down to.
Oh yeah, I know the one. I think that could also be in Dark Souls 3, but
it's in one of them. It's one of the Night Souls-like games. There's quite a few of them. They're all very good. Oh boy, some bandits.
Some bad dudes.
Some bad dudes that we've murderized.
Bad blue men. Who are, according to their health bar, weak to poison.
Do an attack? No. Alright.
I guess not, huh?
Well,
he was giving you the benefit of the doubt, and you killed him.
He was like, no, you go first. No, you go first.
You keep going.
I'm putting up a threatening persona because I don't want to resort to violence immediately. Oh my god, you stabbed me!
I do remember one of the biggest issues I was running into, and it always felt really cheap when you got to like higher difficulties, is that I would fight enemies that wouldn't do a thing until I started attacking, and then
they would like
react.
Perfectly block to stun you, and then they just unleash hell.
They would pull that shit so often, and it was so annoying.
Yeah, there was a tip that I got recently that I tried, and it's had mixed success for that, where it's like you have to charge up, like you can charge and hold up an attack, and that will sometimes provoke them into going into defensive posture, and then when they release that, then you can do that, or while they're in defensive posture you can release a spell or something like that.
There's potential there, because you could like tap and hold to do a big swing, and then kind of like fake them into doing a certain move or something, like
there's also there's also certain weapons, especially the two-handed ones. The Onyx Cleaver artifact that I got, it has an enchantment on it where you deal, I think, 2 to 3 times as much damage on an enemy who is actively blocking.
Oh.
Neat.
Now I do have a question. You mentioned that you fight a dragon in this game at one point, Alex.
Multiple.
What does that look like with this combat
system? It looks like a Skyrim dragon.
No, I mean combat.
Like, how do you fight it the same way?
Well, you fight him in a cave. He is stationary the entire time. I think he's stationary the entire time.
So are you looking up?
There
at him,
might be a point or like a stage break where he flies up and you have to block his attacks because there's still no dodging.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
granted there is kind of dodging now because I got the dodge ability, but it's wacky weird dodging and not actual dodging.
But huge enemy sort of like comes at you from either left or right with his wings, or front with a bite or a breath attack.
Gotcha. Would you say that it lived up to fighting a dragon in general, or is it kind of?
I remember it being difficult. I remember it feeling like a worthy like dragon spike in difficulty in the combat.
Because I was almost imagining like, because the dragon would be so big that you're like fighting individual limbs, so instead of seeing the full dragon, you're like fighting its front claw or something.
Yeah, that'd be neat. Gonna break a bunch of pots. They glow.
I've also found it interesting. There's also occasionally like cutscenes for the enemies that you fight, like if they're a boss or something. I think it's mostly for like end of, like story bosses. But
also, I really miss jumping in this game.
Yeah.
let me leap over the side.
I do remember the moment I stopped playing this game. It was like a strange realization where they were doing some sort of like Valentine's Day event, right? And all the UI was like had this like red color to it, and there were hearts or like little roses everywhere. And then like 3 or 4 months later, they still had all of the UI stuff that showed the like roses and the hearts and stuff. And I was like, okay, you guys aren't even updating this game enough to like change it back to its regular. I'm out. That was like, and it's such a weird small thing too, but that was just a moment where I was like, all right, I think I'm done. These guys don't care enough to like put it back to its default view after the event.
Oh boy, the hero pack. Yeah, I can open the store and get the hero pack.
Open the store, right?
Has everything,
the hero pack.
Has everything you need to jump into your adventure. I'm already playing the game. I've already jumped into the adventure.
I feel lied to.
Oh, that's right, because you have to be level 10 to access it for some reason.
God.
That's okay, because we can get another legendary chest.
That's very true. That's very true. You can.
It still looks.
What do we got? Do we get anything special in there?
Oh, finally,
gloves! Finally!
But are you high enough level?
I think this seems to be leveled, which means it would be an incredible waste of money to be doing this on a level 3 character.
Yeah, back when I was like really invested. Back when I was really
invested
in this game, I was googling it to make sure, and it is level 50 to like 51 was the agreed upon time that you actually only want to be opening up the legendary chests, because that's when artifacts start to drop.
It's almost like paid loot boxes in a dungeon crawler like this make no fucking sense.
See, yeah, when the point of the game is loot, being able to just buy the chance at loot makes it far less fun.
Because it's gonna get out leveled in a day.
That's another thing too. Because so you can level up gear in this game. You can't level up artifacts. So if you get an artifact at a lower level, like I did with the Bloodletter Blade or something like that, back when I was like 17 or 20 or something like that, you can't up it to your current level. So it is stuck at an awful damage number.
Oh
man. That just exists there that I can see.
Which is why I'm very happy I have the Onyx Cleaver and Shillrend now at level like past level 50, because they are still usable. Don't know for how long they're going to be usable for. Well, I mean, I know the upper limit.
Boy, more goblins.
Sashi is saddened by the devastation here.
The tunnels.
Secret tunnel.
What you need, Henrik?
An informant tells me.
I need to
there
look
are some of
stern
the
at you.
Blackfall Queen's mercenaries near Falcon Hills Deep.
Man, the voice acting, like
Queen's
every
story.
other line, is really throwing me off.
It's keeping you on your toes, right?
Just, yeah, very inconsistent. Still can't do anything about this. Yeah, town level 3. We're town level 1. I just need to build houses. Is that what this needs?
Yeah, building houses, clearing the debris, leveling up the houses, leveling up smithies, enchanters, things like that. That'll up your town level.
So I think it seems like best option is just to slap a bunch of them down.
Yep, absolutely.
We're
But
just
I
gonna
would
pick-
leave space for multiple, like either multiple smithies, multiple potion shops, multiple enchanting places, at least 2, I'd say, of each, because you can only craft one thing at a time in each of them. Or you can
Oh,
only
how
repair.
incredibly encouraging. Granted, because of the free legendary chests, the houses actually cost next to nothing.
Yeah.
so I will just destroy them. People will get evicted if they need to be evicted.
Look at all that prestige it'll gain you.
All right, there we've.
Now you can
went
do
through
wood.
materials.
Can you also do stone yet, or is that locked off for a higher time?
I think it's all locked to level 2.
Ryan, you're making
check.
landlords around the country very.
Oh,
proud.
yeah. Oh, can't do these. On level 2.
2.
I would like to make this gate not look terrible and be smoking. It's been literal years at this point. Like, actual, real years. And it's still smoking, which implies to me that this is intentional.
Or it's some sort of magic. You never know. Scary stuff.
Or they're really into pulled pork.
I'm sure that's it. Yeah.
It's all just a bunch of kitchens. That's really
It's really smoking them up. Okay, some Iliad ruins.
It really is like the first area of whatever, like the first room of whatever area you're in looks really nice, and then it just kind of degrades the further in you get.
Oh boy.
A white.
Get dodged.
I
It's kind of a comical.
God, I love the physics.
It does kind of contribute to just the. Was that a globe that I just?
Yeah, like a little orb for pondering.
It's a pondering orb.
Yeah, you gotta have your pondering orb and your alien
Yeah.
ruins.
Pondering orbs strewn across the ground.
It's a classic Elder Scrolls thing.
I just really wish I could do like left and right on the stick to dodge directionally.
Yeah,
That's what this is missing.
That would
for
make
me.
the combat so much better. It would make the survivability a lot better too. But if the survivability is too good, then you're not going to pay for revive scrolls now, are you?
Pay for your loot boxes.
no,
to
my
get
pondering
legendary
orb.
armor.
My pondering orb.
There's so many of them. How many pondering orbs could one alien ruin possibly need?
That's the biggest crime that the people in this dungeon commit, is that they're hoarding all of the pondering orbs.
Finally, a pot.
I think usually at the beginning of a mission, it'll say like if a mission has a secret or not to unlock. And
This
there's
one
so much
does. It said 2 secrets.
I do hate that
Oh,
watching
it's
you
a
play this,
2.
Ryan, is weirdly wanting me to re-download it again just to play one last time.
Well, like, I figure it's worth
Hey,
the look,
give it a
right?
go.
Yeah.
Like, go through some of the stuff.
I'll say this. In the world of mobile games, you could do a whole hell of a lot worse.
Things. Door is locked. Look for a key. The key gonna be in this room or somewhere else? Will I even be able to find the key with how everything kind of looks the same?
I think it's usually not just on the ground, and an enemy will probably drop it. I think you can go further into the room that you went into, maybe?
If only I could take these stones, because they refill your magicka.
Mm.
Not in this game, I guess. Too free. There's also an odd delay.
Ah, there it is. There's one of the secrets.
What a cool door.
3 pondering orbs in one room?
Right next to each other.
Their greed sickens me.
How dare they? 6 of
Look,
them!
there was pondering orbs!
Oh my god!
Now
Thank
that's
God
just
the
ridiculous.
alien are no longer with us. Hey, there's the key. It was inside a pondering orb.
Of course
In a
it
secret
was.
room?
With some limestone and a potion of minor magicka. I'm so glad they protected that secret room with such important items.
Oh 6 pondering orbs in a fucking room. Oh my god. Ooh.
He didn't ponder hard enough.
And a silver chest.
Clearly.
Bum 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 bum.
Those are just 7 full animal pelts in a silver chest underneath an alien ruin. See, this is the problem with this being an Elder Scrolls game, is like I'm trying to create an internal consistency here as to why items are where they are. And granted, that doesn't always make sense in normal Elder Scrolls games. Like, why would there be food in a Draugr dungeon? But here, it's so comical with what it is.
Like the bears in the alien ruin.
Again, that could be a cool thing. You could make up a neat little story about that, but there just isn't anything. Instead, we get 80 pondering orbs.
I think there were also... Oh god, what was it? I found Spriggans in a Legion Fort tile set, too.
Gonna do anything? He did something.
Mr. White? Where's Jesse?
I need to watch that show.
I watched like I think 2 or 3 episodes of it. I couldn't get into Breaking Bad.
I probably would like it quite a lot.
That's fighting words, Alex.
Saying
that could get you shot in certain circles.
Crypt door.
Can't open it yet. Oh.
Oh.
Alien
that was
warrior.
The end.
Oh.
Okay.
I have that displayed in my town. I have that statue up.
Is that just it? That was the end, and it just.
Yeah. Now you're gonna report back, and then maybe at some point go back there.
It's just like
So,
one layer
what did you
too
find?
removed. Again with the single line voice acting. Can the statue go in? Oh, no, it must be placed in a medium
Oh, you
spot. That's not a
large spot.
medium spot.
No, you got small and large up front. Where is medium?
This a medium spot?
There's a medium. That looks like a medium. Yeah, that's a 2 tree.
There. You can have a medium statue.
Looks pretty cool. Although
Alright,
it's funny that you
Gavris.
put that you just created a statue and it already has vines on it.
That good old-fashioned weathered look. It's like
A friend who
pre-ripped
likes to
jeans.
create challenges for adventurers. He's rigged up a haunted tower, and he assumes there's treasure if I reach the top.
If you say so, pal. If
Awesome.
you say so.
Where is this wizard tower quest? I need to know.
You can scroll through the quests and it'll automatically bring you there. If you do I believe it's the D-pad buttons. You have 3 quests available. There we go. Wizard Tower.
It's way up here.
Yep. Secluded on top of a mountain. Wizard's rings and 20 ectoplasm. My.
See, this is the other thing too. So there's
Two
damage types in this game.
Yeah.
There's like different damage types. But unlike a normal Elder Scrolls game, I don't think there's a way to just like hot swap weapons and stuff.
There is not, but opening up your inventory mid-combat will pause it. And
Which
you can
is just odd. Like I feel like you shouldn't be encouraging people to open their inventory mid-combat.
There was one of those one of the Welkin stones can be activated.
Okay, I have beef with this quest already because I think this would have been cool if he was like, oh, I have this eccentric friend who likes challenging adventures to get to his wizard's tower, and it was like a dude with a shack, right? That's funny. An eccentric. This is comical for Elder Scrolls because it's too serious. Please don't be too rough with my friends. This is very strange writing for Elder
The
Scrolls.
lever? The lever behind you. Aha!
Well, I mean, To be fair, what do you think the chances are that they got actual writers who worked on previous Elder Scrolls games to work on this?
I don't know. Yeah, it could be pretty high, and they just had to do too much.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
There is something
Okay.
odd about the text for Found Secret being very what looks like temp.
Yeah, yeah.
So much copper. A
Ooh.
weird little crystal thing.
Soul gem.
That's a soul gem?
Yeah.
I don't
That's a
think they
soul
look
gem,
like
man.
that, Alex.
They do. They do in this game.
That's not what a soul gem looks like.
Oh, you haven't seen the golden glowing soul gems that you get later on.
I do love that he runs away. That is good.
Oh!
Oh, that's so funny.
Ouch. You're tough.
Ouch, you're tough.
Oh. I'm just like, are there enough adventurers that this is a worthwhile thing for them to be doing?
That's a lot of levels. Or levers.
Don't let me attack.
Man, those giant rats give me the skeevers jeevers.
The Squeevers Jeebus. This is not a soul.
Ah, pick it up, see what you get, see what it says.
I know it says it's a soul gem. This is not what soul gems look like. That's
is
like a
multiple
weird sky
soul
shard.
gems.
It's a petty soul gem.
That's a purple sky shard.
Is this a second secret? Or no, probably not.
Gate is closed. All right.
Look for a lever.
Pull the lever, Crunk.
Wrong lever!
Hello, Skelly boys.
Why do their shields look weirdly good compared to?
Because it's a Skyrim
everything
asset.
else?
I feel like that
It
is
is,
just the
yeah.
Skyrim Iron Shield.
It is also the Skyrim skeleton.
It's just certain things I think translate better with the low quality models they're using.
Well, I wonder if it's like a low res texture of the wood, you could kind of, your eye can kind of confuse it as like wood grain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I think there's another lever next to one of the doors that you opened.
You wanted to climb up that debris, didn't you?
I really did. I was like, wait, there's a thing up there, and I was like, wait a minute, this game has no verticality.
Not in this
Um,
game. No jumpies for you.
You are locked to that fucking floor, and you're not going anywhere.
I'm definitely missing something very obvious. No,
Oh, the books.
the glowing
What?
books.
Wait a minute.
No,
is that
how-
a
Those books were
lever?
a switch before. So
yeah, but the
they
problem
have-
is
that
the problem is
lever?
there's 3 doors here that all had a hidden lever. I go to this door and it says you need to find a lever. I'm looking for
Yeah.
the lever that was
Wait
already
a
used
minute,
3
wait a
And
times.
this is a wizard's tower.
doesn't-
He's meant to be tricksy.
Hold on.
He's like,
Everyone-
"Ooh, I'm gonna get
I
one
don't
up
think
on
this is
these
a tower
adventures."
because there's
How smart I
roots.
am.
This is underground.
And you're gonna go up a level, and you're gonna be standing right on top of that, and it's not gonna look like that, Ryan. This is Dark Souls 2 architecture.
So wait a minute. With the book thing, normally the mechanism where you pull the book, that's built into a book.
A cabinet, yeah.
Those were
Yeah.
just books.
Magic,
What is it attached to?
magic.
And don't tell me it's some magic bullshit. They specifically said lever.
I told you it's magic twice. What?
Don't you
What are
dare.
you gonna do about it?
Man, listen, you're going to be the
There's
one
no
defending Elder Scrolls Blades. That's all.
One of you is getting
I-
out of this
I am
conversation
somehow.
looking all right, and it is not.
I say that as if I don't have, as if I absolutely hate this game, which I don't. It's
Yeah, like
fun to make
to
fun
be
of.
very clear, we're not hating on this game for the sake of hating on it. We're
it is real. Is it really easy to make fun of it though? Absolutely, it is.
God, I am gonna miss this game when it goes offline because
This is more of an argument for game preservation than anything else.
Absolutely.
Every few months or so, I'd get a random notification where it's like, "Hey, have you checked in to get your weekly chest?" I'm like, "What? No. Thanks for reminding me you exist, though. I'll enjoy a few jobs of your gameplay. I like to wield the sword."
Part of the thing that's been getting me recently is I'm curious if you two agree with this. Is right now when I'm looking for a mobile game, because like tech is getting so good, I'm either looking for a thing that uses mobile interestingly, which to me means it uses my AYN Thor's DS controls, and generally is just an actual DS game that I'm playing on it, but or they're games that have cross progression.
Oh,
which I think are very cool. Like Warframe is a good example, where Warframe now has a mobile port. Granted, Warframe's a little bit, I may think, maybe too complicated for mobile. It's hard to control.
Well, I mean, how many mobile games are being released now with the understanding that a lot of people who play on a lot of mobile games have like a controller, like a backbone or something, or they hook up their Xbox control.
That stuff's available, or even just like cloud streaming. If you have a decent mobile connection, like Game Pass or PlayStation or whatever.
I will say one thing, Ryan, because there's a lot of switches, it is making you look around the environment more.
Yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily say that's earned looking around, especially because it seems like there's no correlation between
there's
what
another
I'm
switch
looking
on the
for
wall.
and what's being opened. Like I'm hearing things do a thing, but like the thing that's being opened is not in my sight line. Unless it was just there were three switches for that one door.
Out of the way for everything.
I think that's the door you came in.
Yeah, it is. I think it's just...
There's another Welkin stone on the ground that you can activate. I don't know if you've done that one yet. A little to the... If you go to the right. Oh, too far to the right.
Alex, what are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm starting to lose it. No, right there.
Oh, this guy. I was looking for the one of the little ones. Oh boy, a tower ghost.
It is also interesting. I've never understood mobile games that require an internet connection. I'm like, isn't the whole point that I can play this on the go without needing... Like, I've always found, like, online-only mobile games to be so bizarre.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that just goes so against the idea of
I get it for PvP stuff. Like I get playing like a card game or something that's PvP.
Yeah, sure.
With an internet connection, but like my most common scenario is being stuck on an airplane and forgetting to have brought something else to do.
Honestly, like oh god. Yo, what was your question from earlier? That I feel like Ryan, that I feel like you asked, but I don't know if we answered.
It was just like if you feel the same way about mobile games that don't have either some unique method of control that is distinctly mobile or have some connection to a game you're already playing.
Yeah, I mean, what was the most? I have like leftover mobile games from aeons past that I don't really play anymore. There's like what 1-bit Rogue or Rogue Jack. There are these.
Oh, 1-bit Rogue
I say
is great.
dinky in a very appreciative way, but it's like it's just a nice little tiny simple pixel dungeon crawler. That or ports of games that I'm trying to keep with me game preservation wise. Like I have the first two Professor Layton games on mobile.
For me,
damned if they take my puzzles away from me.
For me, I really like games that are on my phone that are designed to be played with an actual touchscreen that kind of embrace that instead of just making fake buttons. But also, again, ones that are designed to be played really quickly. One of my favorite mobile games, I don't know if anyone here has played Threes before.
Yeah, Threes is
Threes is incredible.
Really good.
And don't even, I've already said this story before, don't even get me started on how Threes came out first and then 2099 or 2048 just like completely ripped it off and became way more popular. Don't even get me started. I will never get over that. But like things like that are great. Monument Valley is great. I played this game called like I'm even a fan of like there's some really good like auto runners out there. Has anyone played Punch Quest before?
Oh, not
Punch
Punch Quest.
Punch Quest is fucking great.
God, there were some like mini clip original Flash games that got ported to mobile that were amazing. Like not Jetpack Joyride, but like
Jetpack
Run or
Joyride's
something
great.
like that.
I like
Jetpack Joyride is a classic.
I like the one that they did. That same company did before. They used like the same character in Jetpack Joyride. It was called like Monster Dash or something, but you were it was like auto running. You were jumping up and down, but you also had different weapons that you could shoot monsters with, which was kind of fun.
Oh no, I accidentally bought a second legendary chest.
Oh no, whatever will you do? You can only buy
Whatever shall I
50,000
do?
more.
Oh no.
I've only got more than
Simply
50,000 because I've had made more gems than I've spent on these because they're one gem.
But again, I think that's also part of the reason why I love the Panic Playdate so much is because, like I said this when we talked about this before, I feel like that's where all the good mobile games went.
Yeah,
Like,
because
games
they
that are
generally
designed
have
to be
those like
played-
short loops.
And they have a unique kind of input method with the crank and everything, and you can just like play while because like I go on a bus to get to my girlfriend's house, right? So like girlfriend's apartment. So like I just sit on the bus, I pull this guy out and playing a little bit of inventory inventory hero or whatever it is, and then you can just boom lock it and then put it back in your pocket because it's tiny, it's smaller than my smartphone, and that's perfect. And that's a bespoke device, but I feel like in terms of multiplayer mobile games where you only pay a couple bucks for it, I feel like that's where all the good ones really are right now, because it's not a platform that's dominated by free-to-play Clash of Clans clones or like weird MMOs that just play themselves or like clickers.
You know what I miss along with that? Like really getting into the mobileness, the iPhone-y gimmick of it all. The motion controls, especially for racing games where tilting your phone turns the car.
Oh yeah.
And steers it. Because I will, whenever I'm playing a racing game with a controller, I will always tilt my controller expecting it to do something, and it never does.
Hey, if you turn
On
on
the
motion
phone,
controls,
it
it
feels
will.
so natural.
My only thing with tilt controls like that is that you're tilting the entire screen, and that
I
just
also tilt my head along
that
with
just
it, so that could
fucks
be
me
a
up.
funky meat thing. Horker meat.
Some nice hawker meat is laid out.
In a dusty dungeon. Dusty dungeon horker meat, my favorite.
That does remind me. I got my mother for Christmas last year a Anbernic little like Game Boy style pocket device and set it up with a handful of things. And she's not like a video gamer generally, but I put a bunch of stuff on there that I figured would be like, oh, these are simple games from the olden eras that she might like. And she apparently has been playing a bunch of like Genesis racing games.
Oh my god.
On like planes and stuff, and then like whipping her head side to side. She was like, I had to close it and stop because I was scaring the people next to me. Like how exaggerated the reaction were. Like, I'm glad it's being enjoyed.
Well, you know what's great too? And it's kind of reflective of the era that we're in now. When I play my Super Pocket that's loaded up with a bunch of classic like coin-op arcade games and stuff, that's also weirdly perfect because those are also designed to be like shorter play sessions.
Yeah.
It's actually like weirdly well designed for that sort of thing.
Yeah, for sure. I think those like old style arcade games are really fun to play. What a goblin.
What'd that goblin do?
I think I just teleported it into the wall when I did that attack. There was nowhere back for me to go, and yet I still backwards went. Oh, he's goblining. He's dead. Dude, this is
say one bit of,
the problem with this. The kill 8 goblins.
It's all the same.
There's a
enemy
reason most
type.
Elder Scrolls games don't ask you to go kill 8 goblins just randomly in a single thing.
Goblins are the thing that is in the way of what you're trying to do. It's not the goal.
Yeah.
They're a barrier.
So many of them in here.
Open them.
I
We're
do
done.
appreciate that the. I do appreciate that
That was fast.
I do appreciate that enemies fall in the direction of your sword swing,
Yeah.
which is like a nice little bit of feedback.
Yeah. The thing that's getting me is like I'm just trying to do the main quest, and I'm literally just killing 4 goblins over and over.
Yeah.
It's go kill 8 goblins, then wait a minute, do a different quest, come back and kill 8 goblins, and then you can continue.
It's like not only that, it's like there are rare occasions in quests, and especially later on in the game, where you are actually getting expositioned at inside the levels, but mostly it's okay, kill the goblins, come back, then get expositioned at by a random town member.
Yeah, you're also
And,
just
like,
teleporting. Like proper teleporting.
Not to be too mean.
Okay, I can get some inventory space. All right.
Aha! There
we go. That's the usage. Oh, it gets exponentially more expensive.
Oh my god.
See,
Not a problem here.
ooh,
Oh!
It is doubling.
Oh boy!
What's gonna take us?
my
Oh yeah, it's doubling
Oh
again.
no!
Oh my god.
Okay, that's enough.
Oh my.
I hit my. I don't want to deal with it, even with the free gems threshold.
Wow. That got
Ooh,
fast.
challenges available.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh yeah, your dailies. Your Elder Scrolls Blades dailies, Ryan.
I don't
I
even
bet
like my
you
dailies in
anything-
ESO.
I bet you anything that is why this game's like they can't make an offline version is because so much of the game is tied to like actual timers and like limited time whatever. I wonder if like the hassle of making it offline was just they just didn't want to bother.
Yeah, I have to imagine. But I also like, how expensive can keeping the servers up for this possibly be? Unless it's engineered in a bizarre way.
Which, to be fair, it is Elder Scrolls, so that's more than likely.
Yeah, like
It's just so weird that we live
Goblins
in a world.
again?
It's just so weird that we live in a world where they don't want to keep the servers up for this, but they do for Fallout 76. Which, you know, from what
granted,
I've
I
heard,
understand
Fallout 76 has gotten
76
better.
has been doing quite well, to my
But
understanding.
it's just crazy to me. Like, this came out and people weren't super thrilled.
People
but I
really
feel
like survival crafters. Like,
Yeah, I think I always underestimate how much people like those kind of games.
and Fallout is a very strong setting for one. So.
Ooh, there
It's
should
still
be a
secret-y.
yes, there should be a skull on a staff somewhere nearby. Uh-huh.
Of course, the mechanical contraption of skull on staff that opens
Now fight a
into
secret boss.
vicious goblin wizard.
Hey, secret boss. That's all right. It's not a terrible idea. It's all right. You know.
What a boss.
Ooh, a purple. Well, I guess more slightly beefier enemy variety. Not boss.
Well, you see,
Reindeer
Alex, the
enemy.
purple doesn't matter because I can just buy all the chests that I want. So why would I need loot from playing the game?
Because purple feel good when you pick it up off the ground.
But it's worse than the gold that I already have from buying the chests. So why would I? want
Ryan,
purple?
purple feel good. All right.
Purple feel good when you pick up off ground, Ryan. Purple feel good.
He clearly doesn't understand that purple feel good when you pick it up.
But you know what feel better than purple? Purple off ground feel good pick up? Gold.
Gold.
Sparkly.
Gold.
Gold sparkly pick up off ground feel good. Gold sparkly pick up out of chest? Feel good if unique.
This is what happens when you
Dude,
play too much. Blades.
legitimately,
This is what
I
happens
wonder
to your
if, like,
blade.
I wonder if they had just made this Battle Spire. That would be better. Because Battle Spire was also like a wacky kind of dungeon crawly thing, but it was set in like a mega dungeon, and so it made more sense. And it had like a weird multiplayer mode that was kind of neat.
Or, here's what you do. You really want to get wacky with it. Take basically the same game, but you make it about Grognak from Fallout.
Yeah,
Oh.
for sure.
That would have been sick. And I think it would have fit the the structure
I think
a little bit
because
better.
I have not touched Fallout.
Yeah, because the
4
humor would be
in
more okay there. Like you're not worried about
years.
immersion in the same way.
Yeah.
At this point. I think I genuinely I don't think there's stats in game for it, but if there's some way to check, I will. I think I genuinely have more hours playing the Grognak game inside of Fallout 4 than I do have playing Fallout 4.
That's really funny. The Fallout 4, at least expansions, were really good. I don't know about the
You're
main
one of
game
those
wasn't
people that
amazing.
played,
But...
You're one of those people that played more Gwent than actual. Witcher.
Gwent is a sore spot for me. I love the card game in concept.
Ooh,
Oh my god,
Goblin
it's
I
Tyrant.
really enjoy playing the physical version.
Maybe I don't know that deserves cutscene as a word. Maybe
You see some goblin's ass the whole time.
But I suck at Gwent in The Witcher 3.
I also am terrible.
The AI has it out for me. They know exactly how to beat me every time. That was another one of the games where I could not fight, like I couldn't beat the damn tutorial for it.
Yeah, my brain never understood Gwent. I could never wrap it.
I liked Gwent. I wasn't great at it though, but I liked Gwent. It's a good level of like simple but very easy to break with the side quest cards, so that you have an incredibly overpowered deck and
Actually,
don't need to worry about it again.
That
You
did
know
remind
what?
me.
You know what minigame I did get into? Zeni Hajiki in Ghost of
Oh,
Yotei
yeah, that was fun.
sick. That was so
That was
good.
really
Oh
fun.
yeah,
I
need
like
to
the coin
play more
physics to
Yotei.
it.
But it's interesting because I know Crimson Desert also has a card game, but to my understanding, Crimson Desert's card game is not actually about the card game, but you like try to detect people cheating and call them out.
Oh, that's fun. That's a
Isn't
nice
Oh,
take
you know
on
what
that.
was great, man? Kessel Sabak in Star Wars.
Yeah,
Outlaws
Sabak was fun.
What's
so
that? What was the
good.
mini game for that?
It was a card game. So you're basically, you have two cards in your hand, and you're trying to get two cards of the lowest number possible. I think of the same symbol, or it's the same color or something. But you can. It's like a little droid that like passes out cards to everyone. You have these little power-ups that are tokens that can like limit how many like cards someone can pick up and that sort of thing. But you've also got your little axolotl alien buddy, where
Who can cheat for you?
Yes, and he could like look at other people's
Oh.
cards and stuff, and it's
Oh.
like a high risk, high reward type thing. It
Oh,
was
that's neat.
awesome, dude. It was so good.
Well, we were talking about a little bit before talking about Fallout 4. That reminded me about when I first got Fallout 4 back when I got my PS4, which was also like my first. Well, no, not my first. Like I say, my first big boy gaming console. The first thing I
Big
had
boy
that wasn't the
gaming
Wii. But it was the occasion for that was also like birthday things and stuff like that. But also, I was taking part in a sleep study because that's also around the time when I started to develop really bad migraines. So I had to stay up for as long as possible before the sleep study so that I could actually go to bed during it in the lab. So I stayed up until 5 a.m. was the
Nasty.
the latest I got before I just crashed, unfortunately.
Wow.
Playing Fallout 4
There you
that
go.
night/morning.
I'll never forget. I think it was when because we had Skyrim in my household, right? But it was always like.
Speaking of which, I think
it.
that's good on the blades for the moment.
We're not talking
'Cause
about it anymore. We're done.
We've fully departed. Speaking of, I feel like that's kind of the like nothing in this is actively bad. It's just very middle of the road.
It's totally fine for like a little 5-minute dungeon crawl while you're waiting for the bus.
And I'm probably gonna play more of this because I like Elder Scrolls and just want to know
Experience
what
the story
else
before
is
it's gone.
here. And yeah, the free stuff to make it basically very easy to complete is nice.
To have proper pacing.
The problem is it's not proper pacing because if I go and do this, this isn't rewarding. Like,
No.
this is completely unearned
Ooh, 2 golds.
and ridiculous. so many things. And I hit
we're
the
doing it again?
wrong
What do we
button to
got?
leave the thing, and it's just gonna pop open again. I didn't even look at the rest of it at this point because it's nonsense. But I did want to attempt to locate and see if I've got Skyrim loaded up on this thing.
Aha, for the
Updated.
back and forth.
Mass updated.
There
and
it is.
Installed
Aha!
There it is.
game to see. I want a visual comparison here to set the baseline of this is probably the jankiest version of Skyrim. It's the Switch 2 version of Skyrim. Which, to be fair, is much less janky than the original Switch version.
Oh god.
Oh
that
god,
was-
the golden emblem. That anniversary edition.
How many
Now people don't like the anniversary
characters
edition,
did I
is that
make
right?
in this game?
I like the content that it brought. I don't like the fact that it bricked all of my mods.
Or
Yeah.
does this have my
Yeah.
PC characters as well?
Oh,
Is that what's
that's
going
neat.
on?
That's really cool.
Did they? Is that what this is from? Is this actually on par? I don't recognize
Oh, we're
half
getting
of
those
these.
old characters with the
These are some
lore behind them.
incredibly old
Factory
characters.
Estelle. Oh my.
2018.
Load up this. I think this was my original Switch save. Was this like? I went to make a character that was basically the Argonian assassin, if I'm remembering this vaguely enough correctly. The problem with Skyrim is I tend to play mod packs, and so those characters are actually just completely unplayable
Yeah.
on this. I don't even think the saves would be here.
Wow.
Yeah.
A survival mode. Who am I playing? What
Take a look,
character am I?
Can you what are the
Okay, yeah, this is the Argonian.
Wow, jumping.
Yeah, you
don't
can
have
jump.
blades.
You can jump. You can look around, and the sensitivity isn't crazy. It runs at a frame rate, which should be coming across quite well on the stream.
Is it 60? It looks like it's 60.
Let's find out. I might have it set to 40. See, it's in. Oh no, it's 60. Yeah, I have it set on performance. So, which again, this is now like quite a good way to play Skyrim, I would say.
Oh yeah.
Because it runs legitimately quite well. Like Whiterun tends to be about as intensive as Skyrim can get. It's like a huge open field with a massive draw distance, and this is not dropping any frames, at least to what I can detect. And it looks okay. It doesn't look amazing, but it looks alright.
I mean, it is a game from 2011. You know.
And like, you can kind of see
Ow.
the pop in on the field, but granted, you can see that pop in on the field in literally every version of this game.
Yeah.
It's not like a Switch problem.
No, I feel like the Switch version is actually great because you're getting a mobile.
You have
you're getting
two
a home console
dawn
port.
breakers.
I don't know how this happened.
Oh no, I think Anniversary Edition brought in like some special version of the sword where it's
Yeah,
it's supposed to be
this is the
cool.
character that I played. What do I have installed? Oh yeah, I've got all the, because it's Anniversary, it's got all the Creation Club stuff.
Yeah.
Which I've literally never played. I don't remember if this has other creation support.
Now, how
But
much
yeah.
is this for Switch?
I
Three?
can't check because I already own it. I want to say the base Skyrim is something like 30, and then the Anniversary Edition is like 40 or 50. I know the Fallout 4 Complete Edition that just came out is 60. It's a regular box price.
Oh, it's 60. Yeah. Looks like.
But granted, for all the
Anniversary
DLC in the
is
versions,
20.
that's kind of... I don't want to say okay, but it's expected.
I
Oh,
mean, it is
the
a
Sword
game
in the
from
Lake.
2011 that you're still paying full price for.
Look, until they ever do one, I'll play Skyrim as many times as it takes.
that's the magic of the Howard Hagel.
Trying to find like a cave or something to run into. But yeah, this is just like, if you're playing on Switch, I don't think there's a reason for you to play Blades and not just Skyrim.
Other than it's free.
Other than it
you
being
know.
free. And I still have my worst issue with Skyrim, which is that I can't block with two swords out. Like,
Mm.
that's just weird. Here. This is like getting into a house that you don't remember. Like from your child, and you're like, oh, where was everything?
Why do I have all these spells favorited? What's going? Oh, the crossbow. Ooh, oh. With a bow shot.
Nice. This has just turned into Ryan playing Skyrim now.
Yeah, and I feel like this is already, even though this combat is less mechanically dense, I am doing more interesting things. Like that.
Her just following you and shooting you with a spell with the blankest stare imaginable is pretty great.
I don't know if there's any aim assist on this. It doesn't feel like it. Oh, great. I can turn on motion controls.
Oh my god.
There we go. That's
Showing you his
bit of
tape.
Skyriming. Look, he's just gonna lean back and really spread the legs.
Now let's take a look under that loincloth.
Ugh. We're gonna end it there.
Oh god, please don't let those be my last words.
You brought this on yourself, Alex.
I always do. And I always beg for mercy. Please, 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 please. Wait.
Jesus Christ.
You know what mod I'd like to install? The one where spells have collision, so you can have a beam battle.
Yep.
what
And yeah, so that's why you should play Skyrim and not Elder Scrolls Blades. That I think
That's
is an
coming
effect.
from people.
Wait,
That's coming from
let's-
people that don't even hate Blades that much.
Let's see the difference. Let's open up that chest and see what's inside.
Oh yeah, let's look at the chest.
Oh wow, look,
boy,
it's all
I
the
think-
same screen,
And to see.
and it doesn't bring you to a
Dwarven
to a
plate
different
armor.
screen.
Oh.
It's actually pretty good.
Ooh.
Those on the Lunar Forge. I'll take that. Little steel axe. I
Oh,
can
the lunar
interact with all
steel.
this. Oh look, this workbench is interactable, and I can actually do a thing on it. That's pretty cool.
Oh look, you can look at your character outside of menus.
There's like a forge here. There's all this stuff. Man, what an interactive video. I feel like
An
now
interactive thing in an interactive medium.
we're just being facetious.
I
just
think
check,
Blades
does this
could have been really cool. It just didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, the only thing I wish
And-
this version had was actual creation support and not this. Not to say that I prefer creations to modding, but there are a few that are actually nice.
Oh wait, that's right. You were playing Dread Delusion on Switch. I completely
Yeah.
that did not.
And on
register.
that nice little no signal screen, we're gonna pop out because we got no signal. But before we do, I did want to do shout outs. This was kind of a shout out to Blades in a roundabout way. Who's got a shout out they want to say?
Yeah, I saw Project Hail Mary with my girlfriend the other night. That movie's sick.
Very good.
Hell yeah.
Very, very good movie. Literally, I think my only complaint is that it has Return of the King syndrome, where it ends. You feel like it's going to end a couple different times, and then after like the third time, it gets a little exhausting. But throughout, fantastic stuff.
Yeah,
I'm so excited to
Really
see
good
it.
time. Alex, you got one?
Alrighty, yeah. Shout out to Pears.
You know, that's a pretty great
Fruit.
one.
Okay.
I gotta say
Yeah.
that's a solid shout out.
Very
I'm gonna shout out a little game called Screamer, which is currently
yeah.
sitting as what I would say at this early stage is my current game of the year, which is there is tough competition because Neo 3 is very close behind it, but I think Screamer came in and really just bashed me over the head in a way that I wasn't expecting. And yeah, if you're
What is
at all into
Screamer,
racing
Ryan?
games and especially into racing games and anime tournament arcs, Screamer is super worth checking out. It is very fun arcade racer. I sincerely hope it gets a sequel because it bizarrely
Wild story.
ends in a way that like I feel satisfied with the ending, but there's a tease for what could be the sequel, and I'm so curious. I need to know what happens. So yeah, shout out to Screamer, and we'll see you guys next week.